Oh, God! How long have you been following me? Howdy, folks! How are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and welcome back to the Minecraft 2025 Let's Play Adventure, where we are up on our little floating island, and once again, we do have the shaders on, because I wanted to see what the world looked like from up here with shaders on, and I think that, wow, I mean, Distant Horizons is always impressive, but something about Distant Horizons with the shader pack on looks really cool, in that direction specifically, and a little bit in that direction, and not so much in that direction, because you might notice a lot of chunks are gone. Why is that? Well, folks, it's finally happened. As I have threatened to do in previous episodes, I don't know who I'm threatening with this, but as I said, I've been considering, this is now a multiplayer server. Can you join? No. I know it's a question that's going to come up, and reasonably so I wanted to address that right out the gate. Who is this server for? Is it for viewers, channel members, Patreon supporters? None of the above. This is a server for my very closest real-life friends and some family members. A very small group of people will be playing on here, and it kind of all started with a conversation that I had with one of my friends who mentioned that they wanted to build their wife a PC, or get their wife a PC, and then play Minecraft with them. And do they need to have realms? How do they get a server? And I said, I could set us up a server. And in fact, I would be happy to help you put together a PC, because if you've ever watched old men put together little airplane models, that's been me the last few days. I've had the most joyous experience piecing together parts from all around the place to put together a lovely little Minecraft PC that is absolutely crushing it, by the way. I've done tests on this server. Actually, it's crushing. It's fantastic what you can do on a very modest budget these days using, like, used Ryzen parts and whatnot. So this is a server for me and my very closest friends, and I'm making you aware that this is a server. And I've got to go work on the server spawn, because folks are going to want to start playing on this world in a few hours. And when they spawn in, they're going to be on my island, unless I fix that. They're going to spawn in right down there, because I've tested this already. And I definitely don't want that to happen. But as for why we can't see the Distant Horizon over there, well, with a server, Distant Horizons still works. But because of server limitations, the server will only let you see the chunks in a certain area, and only generates new chunks when you go there. Distant Horizons will only show the distant chunks that you yourself have visited in the past. Now, it does cache this information, and it holds on to it. Even if you leave the server and close the game and you come back in, it still has those distant chunks loaded. So as you can see, I actually did a bit of exploration. I wanted to test all of this. I flew out to Mount McDouling over there, and I flew out to where I think I want to put spawn over there, based on an area we found in a previous video. And I got those loaded in and can confirm, yep, it still loads those horizons. I kind of like this better, because it removes the sort of spoilery, cheaty aspect of Distant Horizons, where you can just turn it on and then wait, and then just from a high vantage point look around you and see exactly what you're looking for. Now, if you want to see Distant Horizons, you actually have to go to them. If we want to know what's over there, I gotta actually fly across the ocean and load those chunks in. Which I appreciate. And I've also had to go back over the map here. You'll notice it's a little different. The map obviously did not retain data in the transition from single-player world to multiplayer. So I've had to go back here and add some locations, and I made some changes. You know, we don't need villages and landmarks to be separate, so we got the Isle of Deadbull, Gilliam's Island, Fortress Vasselgen, and then we have the Yates Estates. And then I changed McDouling to Mount McDouling. It's not just the city anymore, it's the whole mountain. And if you're looking at this and you're thinking, where's my city? I'm a proud member of the Spelunking Squad. I had a village named after me. I'm going to have to go back and add them as we go. Okay, so don't worry. If your name was on the map, your name will be on the map again very soon. But where I want to put spawn is right here on this little island. And the reason is, I think that this is going to be perfect. I can fully light this island up. It's just the right size that with the spawn protection, no one should be able to break anything on this island. And when people load in, my goal is to have them in a lovely little environment with a couple of villages nearby, some normal Minecraft terrain, and a whole world in this direction for them to explore. And then hopefully they don't come over here and mess with my stuff. I've got stuff going on over here that I don't want messed with. So if I put them all across the sea, that's close enough that I can still fly over and visit my friends and see what they're building and play with them. But we still kind of have our own little thing going on here with the Let's Play. So as I make my way over there, and we just have the shaders on because I thought it would look cool. I wanted to see what all of this looked like from the air, and now I do. We have a ton of rockets. I've been building a lot of rockets just from killing creepers. You'll notice that my XP has been reset. That's because I died while collecting more poisoned arrows. Those gosh darn skeletons actually got me. I'm pretty upset about it, but they got me not once but twice. They got me, and then when I went back down there to get my stuff, they got me again. I was able to get all my stuff back, but it reset my levels, unfortunately. None of it was on camera, though. So, I mean, it would have been more embarrassing if you folks had watched it happen. Am I heading in the right direction here? Actually, yes. That's me. And I think it's really funny to watch myself glide across the map. I think we're heading directly for it, or close enough to. I think that's the island right there. Now, as we make this journey, I'm actually going to fly up a little bit higher, so maybe we can actually make it. I wanted to address why I decided to make the single-player world for the Minecraft 2025 Let's Play into a server versus just starting a new world for my friends. And the reason is time management. That was the initial plan, was to just start a new server. But I knew I would want to make videos on it, and I didn't really want to divide my time up between two vanilla series that were basically going to end up being identical. So, what I have decided to do was just move my single-player world into the server, and then that way, any time I spend doing stuff by myself, and any time I spend on the server, is time spent doing both, technically. And I have some plans. You know, we're going to keep doing what we're doing in our single-player stuff. We're going to continue sort of trying to achieve all of those goals. But also, there are some community ideas that I had, things that I wanted to try on the server, some different ideas to build like a community farm and a community mob spawner sort of thing. Like we've got back, you know, I can use chunk base to find spawners in the nearby area. Hopefully there's one nearby here somewhere. And we could just set that up as like a, hey, if you need bones or if you need zombie flesh, come down here. I'm going to build up a bunch of villagers for trading. I want to breed a bunch of animals. I have a lot of ideas for things that I want to do at spawn here. And those are just going to be a part now of the Minecraft 2025 Let's Play. I think that's going to be sort of the best way to manage my time and everything. So that is what I have decided to do. And I think that this island is perfect. Now that I'm actually landed here and looking around, I think this is going to be ideal. Now, unfortunately, the sun is going to go down, and I didn't think about, oh my goodness, look at our little island. Look at our little flying island. Isn't that fun and cute? That's what that looks like from here. That's great. So technically, you could probably see the house from on top of that hill, but we're not going to worry about that right now. I really should have brought a bed. In fact, I didn't really bring anything with me. Should I fly back home? I was going to build a little spawn area and put down some signs. But maybe we'll just, you know what? It's a good opportunity to hunt for creepers when the sun goes down. So I'm going to cut down these trees right about in here and try to, that was like instantaneous. Have I ever used my maxed out axe since we got it maxed out? It's quite the beast. We're going to build a little spawn platform. And what I was thinking about doing was putting down some chests with some food and some basic tools. So, you know, I don't want to just give my friends the world, so to speak. I don't want it to be super easy for them when they log in, where it's just like, hey, here's a chest full of diamond gear, have fun on the server, you know? Like, no, I want them to have the Minecraft experience. But I don't want it to be super tough on them either. So what I'm thinking we do is we sort of level all of this out here, and we just have a little platform. Do you still have the issue? I mean, I assume they must have fixed this by now. But I remember back in our old Tekkit server that we had back in the day, we used to have a house that we built for spawn, but as soon as anyone spawned into the world, they just spawned on top of it every time. It was very frustrating. And we had to open it up, you know, so it was visible from the sky, basically, which was super irritating. I don't know if that's still the case, but let's say we want everyone to spawn in right about here. Now, as I work on this, I also want to, oh, you know what? I didn't bring any light sources. We are going to have to go back to the house, gosh darn it. We're going to have to go back to the house. We're going to need to bring a bunch of torches and a bunch of lanterns, I think, is what we're going to need. That's all right. I think we can just, like, zoom up into the sky a couple of times, and we should be able to glide back to the house relatively quickly. I'm going to want to eventually set up maybe a portal so I can travel here through the nether a little bit more quickly. But I also wanted to, real quick, address why the server is only available to friends and family. I've talked about this before in other videos, but we used to have Howdy Folks servers in the past. We've had a couple of different Tekkit ones. We've had a few different vanilla ones. And for me, as much fun as the idea of having, like, oh, there's a community server you can join, all viewers can join, or all channel members or all patrons can join, the problem has always been the management aspect of it and the amount of time it takes to manage and maintain a server. I mean, there were days where I would go to work, and as soon as I got home, instead of recording or editing or live streaming, I was sitting down to go through a list of things that happened on the server and address the problems, try to fix what was broken, try to ban offenders and all of this. And I really, on the last server, I just got so sick of it. I said, I'm never doing this again. And I'm standing by that. I simply no longer possess the will to ever do server management again. I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. You know, I've told the patrons before, if y'all want to set up a server and play together, you're more than welcome to. I shall not endorse it, and I shall have no ownership of it. I'm too old and I'm too tired. Oh, I did have some torches. I'm too old and I'm too tired to be able to contribute to such an endeavor at this point. So that is the reason why the server's being super locked down. You know, it's just, if I'm going to have a server, I want it to be very, very small with a very select number of people. And so I certainly hope you folks enjoy watching the sort of hijinks that we get up to on here. I don't really think that the series itself is going to change all that much. If you were maybe concerned, if you were maybe worried that, oh, well, what direction is the series going to take now? Is it going to be all multiplayer? What's going to go on here? What's going to happen? I would not anticipate much changing because I think my friends are pretty much going to be doing their own thing. I'm going to take some of these with me. And also, you know what? We should bring some bone meal. Yeah. Or, you know what? Would be easier if we just brought a stack of bones. We'll make bone meal as we go. That'll be more economical in terms of space in our inventory. I think we're good on everything we got here. I think we're fine. Yeah. Should we go ahead and sleep? I don't really want to be hunting creepers. I'm not really about that life right now. I think I would much rather sleep and go back out into the world. But, like I was saying, I think my friends are going to be off doing their own things. Like I said, one of my friends is going to be playing with his wife. Both of them might actually be. I'm sure Mike is going to want to get on here with us a few times. And you never know. You know, I've wanted to have guests pop in from time to time since we started. And we will do that before the end of the year. But if you're worried about a sudden shift in the dynamic of the day-to-day, I wouldn't worry about it. Much like with the shaders, where, you know, every few videos I got the shaders on, but then they're gone. You know, don't, if you're not a big fan of the shaders, they won't be here in the next video. And if you're worried about, you know, the series becoming drastically different, drastically fundamentally different, I wouldn't worry about it. You know, we got the music back. You know, we got Minecraft music back, which is fun. Wow, look at this. This is fun. This is great. This is how I get over there, by the way. Basically. Get a little bit of a speed boost here from a single rocket. You can go through rockets fast, let me tell you. And it is a bit of a pain. You have to spend about 2 or 3 nights out hunting creepers, even with a sword with looting on it. It takes a couple of nights to get another stack or 2 of gunpowder. I do remember, though, I do remember trying to figure out how people who play vanilla get so many rockets. I remember thinking, like, this just seems impractical, because the most elytra use I've ever had is in my series with Micah, the Tech at SMP series, where we, for, I want to say 2 recording sessions, were just zooming everywhere on elytras. And we were able to make rockets just using EMC. We're making stacks and stacks of them and just blasting them all around like crazy. And I was like, how do you do this on vanilla? How do you do it on vanilla? It doesn't make any sense! It does make sense now. Looting. I've never, historically, made much use, if any, of the vanilla enchantments. So, looting, I didn't realize how powerful it was. It makes a difference. It really does. On all kinds of things. Bones and everything. Oh, you know what we really need is a campfire? Oh, I wish I'd thought about that. Alright. I didn't really think very hard about how we were going to do this, or what exactly it was we were going to build. What if we build a little mine entrance here, where I can collect some stone and stuff? Man, I'm kind of regretting coming. I should have, you know what I should have brought with me? Gosh darn it, why didn't I think about that? I really should have brought a stone saw. What's it called? It's not that. It's not called a stone saw. You know what I'm talking about, though. The stone cutter. That would have been such a useful tool for what we're doing right now. Basically, I want to form a little mine here. next to spawn. Yep, there you go. Something like that. Okay, maybe we'll do like a proper stone entrance here in a minute. But basically, I just wanted to collect some resources here. And also have something a little creepy right next to spawn. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm not going to collect that, because I don't need it. I'll leave that for someone else to figure out. Now, if you're wondering about the sort of vanilla status of the server, it is going to... I put together a little mod pack for my friends, which is basically just the mods that I use. The ones that are strictly necessary to get on the server. Because, of course, the server doesn't run all the mods. You don't need to have Distant Horizons running on the server. You do need the dynamic lighting mod, obviously. I found that out. You don't need Lighty, though. Which, in fact, that might crash your server. I did, when I started up the server, I had a couple of... I cleared out all the mods that I knew for sure were client-only. But there were a couple I didn't think too hard about, and that ended up coming back to bite me. Because the server was crashing, and I wasn't sure why. And I quickly realized that that was the reason. I had a few mods that are just not supposed to be server-side, causing some problems, which was funny. Okay, so I've made a little mine next to spawn with some basic resources inside of it. And now right over here, we're going to build... you know what? I probably am going to need a crafting table. I really didn't think this through. I just wanted to come over and prepare a quick spawn area. And I didn't really think through what was going to be needed for that. Oh, look at this! Yes! I do have a stone cutter. What can we do with cobblestone? Not a lot. Not a lot of good. This kind of feels like I'm starting from scratch almost. Let's make a furnace. Because I cannot be bothered going all the way back to my house. It's such a journey. It's such a pilgrim. Like I said, we're going to need some shortcuts. If we're going to be going back and forth every few episodes to do different projects, you know, at or near spawn versus at or near the house, I'm kind of thinking I want to replace all the trees here with cherry trees because I really like the look of them. I'm getting really accustomed to the look of them. Let's do the 8 of those in there and we'll convert that to planks. I think 2 planks are needed to melt. No, just 1 maybe. Yeah, okay, cool. That's actually going to be able to cook up 2 of them from the looks of things, which means that if we don't want any to go to waste, we'll need to add an additional block of wood. There we are. Get that cooking. That's going to give us charcoal that we can use. And what we can do is we can actually set up these furnaces to be used, again, community furnaces, if we need to, but we can use this to cook up some stone. Let's put a stack of stone in each of those. We've started over, everyone. It's a brand new Let's Play. We're back to cooking stuff up with charcoal. Do I have any... I have a bucket. I just don't have any lava nearby, I don't think. That would be handy. Well, actually, there's lava right over here near this, and there's some right up here, too. And I do need to go up there and get some cherry wood anyway, so I suppose we could go ahead and do that real quick. Oh, wait, that's up on top of, like, a hill. Is that where the lava is? I gotta say, it really does break the game being able to fly around with rockets. Hold on, what's this? Holy smokes. Whoa! Let's not get carried away. Let's go get that 1 piece of lava, though, because that's going to make this much more easy for my friends to explore in the future. There we go. This looks cool, though. Look, it's actually collided with the water here to create a little barrier. Oh my gosh, how extensive is this? This is nifty. Okay, let's get back out of this. I feel like I'm only going to injure myself if I try to rocket my way out of here. I feel like that can only end in pain and tragedy. Now, we need to fly up here. We do have 3 cherry trees with us. But I was also hoping to get some cherry leaves. Easy does it. Let's not get carried away here. Oh goodness, there's bees! How fun is that? Still need to figure out how to do bees. I've done a little bit of bees in the Sky Bees series that I did... almost exclusively for channel members. It's been published since. I think on this channel in either 1 or 2 large volumes. I keep threatening to go back to it. Lucas really wants me to go back to it. Patreon supporter and likely executive producer, if not of this episode, then the next. Lucas Kits, or Lucky Lou Dog, if you're so inclined. Jarl Lucas Kits, even? Man, we really should have built a bed. Don't know what I was thinking. Well, I wasn't thinking, is the sad truth. Oh man, sunflowers could be an interesting vibe over here as well. Look at all these pink flowers that are already here, though. I definitely think this is the aesthetic we're going for. And you know what? We'll tank monsters. If there are monsters, we'll tank them. Let's start cooking up a bunch of cobblestone. We will convert that into, I'm thinking, stone bricks. And then what about cherry... Is cherry fence a thing? Cherry fence must be a thing. Cherry fence is a thing. Yeah, look at us. We're gonna have to build a chest. Just because things are getting out of control here. We're probably not actually going to finish this, I just realized. I'm realizing that I think I want to put a lot more work into this idea of a perfect spawn than what I had initially thought. So we'll have the path go all the way here to the entrance of the little mine. And then we'll have, I'm thinking, something like this. Where it goes up and then over. Is that too low? And can we actually hang a lantern here? Yes, it does look pretty low, though. There we go. There we go. Take that down. Plop it around. Oop, I hear a spider. I hear it. It's here somewhere. The hunt has begun. The critters are spawning. On my island! Well, no, I mean, Gilliam's island is where I'm from. This is not my island. Ooh, I saw a creeper, though. Well, maybe I didn't. Maybe I just saw that grass there. I thought I saw a creeper. I thought I did. There we are, and then I don't think that spawns you precisely on a single block. I think it spawns you in a radius around sort of what is supposed to be spawn, if I know my Minecraft lore correctly. But even so, this is basically where I want us to spawn. So I'm going to, you know what? I think I'll go get some. I think I'll go get some glowstone and plop it right here in the middle. I think that would be good. That's going to be where we spawn in at. That, or maybe a copper bulb would be cool. But otherwise, I think we want to have the trail kind of... I mean, I love these orange tulips. Don't get me wrong, they're great. And I'm assuming, although I don't know this, that we can probably get some of our bones and... hold on. There we go. Get some bone meal and potentially, like, duplicate them. Although it's pretty hit or miss what this actually works on. No! Who makes the rules for what can and cannot? Oh, no, there's a creeper for sure that time. That was definitely a creeper. Being extra creepy because he's not even coming after me. He was definitely close enough to notice me. He's waiting is what he's doing. What is his... Oh my gosh. Things are getting out of control here. So yeah, there you go, 3 gunpowder. And then you just do that all night. You just keep doing it. So you have the path continue from there this way. So this is the sort of place where it divides. I gotta stop doing that. I keep doing that by accident. I don't know why. It's because I'm trying to break these. Yeah, I see these guys. They think themselves so clever, so sneaky, walking around, ready to explode. I think where I ultimately want this to end up going is that the trail leads this way, all the way around to the other side of the island where there's a bridge that sort of guides players out and away from my house. Again, it's not that I don't want company. It's that I want to make sure that everyone has room to expand and we're not crowding in on each other, you know? Where's my shield? Yeah, I definitely don't need that equipped right now. Yeah, he's close. Oh, gosh, there's another. There's another. Didn't even have time to get my shield on, which is fine. If you play Minecraft properly, you don't need a shield, you know? If you're quick about yourself. You should be able to kill them all before they get close to you. Now, the little ones are tricky. They're smaller. We gotta do something about mobs spawning around here. Mobs don't spawn at spawn, correct? So if I set the spawn on this island... Oh, you know what I just realized? Because these ores are inside of the spawn protection area, they're not gonna be able to mine them anyway. Well, I guess what I can do is I can get Silk Touch on a pickaxe. Oh, that would be cool. We could have like a little educational area, because most of my friends haven't played modern Minecraft any more recently than I have. So we can have all the different ores in there with little instructions about them. Like, oh, you need this type of pick to pick them and all that. We want to use this sword specifically because it knocks them back, which prevents them from prematurely exploding. Oh, gosh. I like that the drowned glow underwater when you have your pack on. That's a good time. I do kind of want to get that spider eye. Bothering me that I can't. There we go. Yeah, I'm just full on hunting creepers now. That's what this has become. Not that there's a problem with that. It's just not exactly what I came out here to do. I think this thing might put the red matter guitar to shame, the way that it one-shots these zombies. I've been editing footage of Micah and my Let's Play in Tekkit 2, and I gotta say, enchanted swords are way better than I think I ever gave them credit for. The advantage to the red matter guitar being that it just deals a bunch of damage to everything. Not specific types of monsters. I have to carry around 2 swords. I don't have to carry around 2 swords. I can use the other sword on creepers. There's nothing stopping me from doing so. Well, that's unfortunate. Knew where that was going before it even finished. Here we go. Once the grass grows in, I doubt if you'll even know what happened here. In fact, I trim away a bit more of this dirt, yeah, it's even less noticeable. No one's ever going to know what happened here. Alright, sun's coming up. I think we're probably good to turn back around and continue our focus here, where we need to have another fence post. We need to make more of them. 2... yeah, 34. Ought to be enough to be getting on with. The one unfortunate thing is that we're going to have to, every time we build one of these, build a block next to it, so we can actually get up on the top and go through all of that mess. Wow, I just got really lost in the music there for a second, and completely lost track of the fact that I'm supposed to be doing a commentary. My apologies, everyone. We're just doing Minecraft things right now. Nothing new or interesting to report. Oh, hi. What incredible timing you have there, sir. Right after I said, nothing new to report here, just this guy. I've already been killed by a skeleton here recently. I'm not looking to have that happen again. So, interestingly, even though we are quite far away from where I initially spawned in, we're still getting fully decked out, like fully armored and equipped skeletons. So, one of the other reasons I wanted to put all my friends further away from where I was I kind of thought that would reset the monster difficulty. You know, if I had them be further away from my house and what we've been doing, they might actually stand a chance of fighting regular mobs and not having to constantly deal with these sort of exaggerated threats of fully decked out and ready to go zombies and skeletons and such. But no, that does not appear to be the case right now, as it certainly appears as though that's going to continue to be an issue. Do you remember in villages where their lights were just a block of wool on top of a bunch of fence posts with 4... for some reason, 4 torches. It was such a weird choice. It was like, at this point in Minecraft, you really need to add a lantern or something. And they still, to be fair, they don't put lanterns in the villages. Why? Why? What are you doing? So I think that's how the path is going to be. It's a little windy, you know? No one likes a straight path. Everyone likes a little windy path. And I just got to finish doing the lights now. There are so many tulips on this island. If you're playing on this seed and you need tulips, let me tell you where you can go. Okay, there's an island. All right, might as well convert what we got left. 48 might be enough to be getting on with. We'll see. Oh, I don't know why I was surprised. It is nighttime. So we've got the lamps down now, all the way here, to where the bridge is going to go. And we need to figure out what we're going to build the bridge out of. I'm thinking for right now, a basic wooden bridge ought to get it done. And I don't think I'll build it out of cherry wood, although I might. We'll see. Oh. Oh. What is this? This is intriguing. Let's not get stuck down here. I'm creating a more cave-ish entrance with stone. Because we got some leftover stone, and I feel like that looks more like a cave entrance. That's better. I like that. Back to cutting down literally every tree. That's what we're focusing on now. I think I'm going to leave these really big trees, because they're kind of majestic, as well as the birches. I've cut down several birches, but I think we're going to leave the rest of them, because I think they actually look good with the cherry trees. Nice white and pink. There we are. So that's the island without any of the normal-sized oak trees, and then just the birch trees and the big oaks. Thinking I might go ahead. How many big oaks are there? They're a bit of a pain to cut down, but I might go ahead and cut those down too. These orange tulips have got to go as well. Okay, I think we might have sky demons about to spawn, based on how long I've been at this. So after I cut this tree down, I think I'm going to head back to my own little island, and we are going to take a nap, and then get what I said I needed over here, but I don't remember what I said I needed. What else did I think that we needed? What else was before I gotta go back right now. But there was something else I wanted to bring back with us, and I can't remember what it was now. Glowstone! Ah, that's right. Okay, well, I've left the elytra and all the rockets, I think, over here. Yes, this chest is full of most of my stuff, actually. And most of it can stay here, that's fine, because we're gonna come back. I do have a shulker box. Where's my... There it is. I was gonna say, I can barely see my flying island in the thick clouds. Look at this little island of monsters. Or don't. Let's just go. Let's be smart. Let's be safe. Oh, look, there it is! We had to get above the cloud level in order to see our little island. That's fantastic. Look at it. It looks amazing, floating there above the clouds. Oh, it looks like the Cloud Sea from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We're in All Rest, everyone. Sadly, we're not. We're in Minecraft. I wish we were in All Rest. That's one of my favorite video games, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Alright, we're gonna be salvagers. We're gonna follow the salvagers code, and we're gonna dip down here, beneath the clouds. Whoa, we're coming in hot. Woo! Okay. If you folks were wondering what we're running the server on, in case you've been curious, it's running on the M4 Mac Mini, same as the Tekkit server. Now, I know I said glowstone, but I think I also said copper bulb at one point, which I might actually like the idea of more, a waxed copper bulb. And according to a comment I got literally last month, apparently all you gotta do is turn this thing on, and it'll remember its last state, and then you can break. You don't actually have to keep the redstone torch. Yeah. That is kind of weird, and I don't know why it's like that. But there you go. We'll just bring that one, and hopefully that'll be enough. Ooh, yeah, the island looks very different right now. It's going to look even more different. We're not finished with it yet. Goodness, landing is such a pain. Oh, there we go. We need more controls for that thing. I'm going to plop down our waxed copper bulb right there and activate. Nope, I guess it needs to be next to it, probably. There we go. And that's going to be spawn. And now I'm pretty sure all we got to do is set world spawn. And here we are. That's world spawn now. Alright, cherry saplings, red tulips, pink petals. I think we probably could have harvested more of these and been okay, but hello? Goodness. Hey, I could put lanterns on the trees, because they have this sort of a shape, which would be nice for helping to reduce things that spawn. I don't think things are supposed to spawn around the spawn, though, are they? I don't think so. I think we might be safe from mobs. I think this is a great move. I think this looks really good. I hate that this grew into this one, but what can you do? Other than cut it down, which you could do. We also have enchanted shears, so if we want to do a little bit of work kind of pruning that tree and making it look better than nature, right? We can break that and then put that leaf up in its place. We're sculpting the trees to our liking now, and I'm on board with it. I'm trying to figure something out. I have a conspiracy theory that the direction the tree points is determined by the direction that I'm... No. No, never mind. I was like, man, it kind of seems like based on where I'm standing, that's the direction the tree points when it grows. But no, I think that was just happenstantial this whole time. I can't wait to get the update and for the NeoForge to update and all the mods to update, because then we can add firefly bushes around here. Have you all seen that? You must have seen those by now. Once the server's updated and we have firefly bushes, it's going to look so cool, because we'll have all these leaves falling down from above and then firefly bushes coming up from the... Oh, that's going to be great. Yeah, I'm keeping up with things. I know what's going on in the world. Uh-oh. What? What are you doing? Now, wait a minute. Now, hold on. This is a peaceful island. Why are you here? I've also only been here for like 10 minutes. Where'd y'all even come from? This is uncalled for aggression. These guys have shown up literally once on my island, and then now that we're at spawn, they're like, oh, hi there, you. You know what this is, right? You understand what this is. This is they're now scared of my, my extension, my expansion into what they perceive as their own territory. And so they're coming out here to sort of, like, flex their muscles a little bit in warning, and it's not going to get them anywhere. I think that's the first time we've ever fought them on hard mode, and we were hungry that whole time, and we still aced it. I knew I was taking a risk with that one, because I wasn't sure how it was going to grow, but I'm pretty pleased with it. I think that's a lot of lanterns, but it's also spawn, so there should be a lot of lanterns. I think I'm going to take another risk here. I'm going to try to plant one right here and see how it grows. It won't grow. I moved it a little bit. No, I don't think it's going to grow. I'm not giving up. Hold on. Come on! Okay, I'm giving up. Maybe here, though? Maybe right here? Yeah. Great! I messed this tree up, and I want to fix it now. Oh, man. Okay, so here we are at spawn. The music is perfect right now. So you spawn in right here, kerplunk. Maybe you land on the tree. Technically, the tree is covering spawn a little bit, so you might spawn on top of a tree. But you've got... all of this is going to be moved out of here. This is all going to be removed. This is just for construction, right? Under renovations at the moment. But you'll spawn here, and you have this beautiful path with all of these beautiful cherry trees and the occasional birch. Obviously, I've not finished the island, and I haven't even started yet on the bridge. No mobs spawned here on the island since I set it to spawn, I don't think. So that's good. It doesn't look like they're going to either, which is fantastic. Well, I take that back. There's a skeleton right there. That's unfortunate. Question the lampposts now, but I think they're good for lighting the path in particular. I do want to fix that tree. I'm actually... And there's a spider now. I think I'm going to fly over to a nearby... Well, I mean, I guess I could just grow a cherry tree, cut it down, and then have the one block that I need to fix this one gap here. And also, I need more saplings anyway. So we'll plop her down here, and... perfect. I mean, this is even like a little one. It's the perfect one to cut down. There we go. There we are. I fixed it. It's the way it's supposed to be right there. I've been putting them, like, in the middles, but I do think I like them better on the ends. Might go back and redo all these trees. And I am about to run out of lanterns, so I'm gonna have to go... I could craft more, I could also just buy more from the merchant who sells them back at my house. Oh, goodness me. Hello. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Please, 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 stay away. I'm working very hard over here. Yep. Last thing I need is you ruining my work, thank you. I was completely wrong about the spawn thing, apparently. Or at least they're spawning a lot closer to spawn, and close enough that they can wander in here, which I wasn't expecting. That sounded... I was gonna say, oh yeah, you get them! I've not seen that behavior before! You show them what for, my guy! I'm gonna help out, though. I think I can probably do a little bit more for you there. I've never seen the llamas, or the alpaca if you're so inclined, attacking these guys. Bucket of tropical fish, lily pad, pumpkin, man. Nothing I need, but thank you for coming by. I'm actually not going to kill him and steal his stuff this time around. I am now out of lanterns, though. I definitely need to go get more lanterns now. When we come back, I'm pretty sure... Oh, you know what? Let's build the bridge. Gosh darn it. I keep forgetting about the bridge that I said. I need more meat, but I'm gonna go ahead and start working the bridge. And then all we've got to do when we come back is We need to plant the rest of the trees and then shuffle the flowers around some. But we're going to build a basic wooden bridge. I'm not going to do anything too fancy or spectacular or over the top here. We just need some basic wooden materials. Should it be cherry wood? Should it? I'm trying to decide now if it should be cherry. Because everything else around here is made of cherry. I think not. I think it'll be fine if it's not. I don't think it's going to matter. If it needs to be cherry, we'll change it later. As always, I've got no idea what I'm doing. I'm just placing things down. If you're wondering what the blueprint is, what the template is, what the idea in my head is, I don't have one. I think I'm about to be beset by zombies. I have this sneaking suspicion that if I look around this corner here... Oh, they're drowning. Well, nothing ever happened when a zombie drowned, so it's not like I have anything to worry about there. I'm making the bridge itself slabby, right? So if I put the slabs at this layer, things should not be able to spawn on the bridge. What on earth? Oh, I guess the sound they make when they turn into the drowned is that. That's the sound they make. We're gonna have to do some terraforming. I think I want to relocate these. The heck? Don't be doing that. Don't be hitting me. I'm working on stuff up here, man. That's going to be the foundations of our very... This looks like a very traditional Minecraft bridge. This looks like something I would have seen. Like, obviously not the upside-down stair part, but this is something I would have seen built. Something I myself would have built in 2009, you know? Again, not the upside-down stairs bit, but you know what I'm saying. Put a lantern there, and then maybe one right here as well. Create some... Why do you lose one with this recipe? That's always frustrated me. And by always, I mean as of, you know, like a month ago when I found it existed. It was back in January, but still, it's quite the nuisance of a recipe. And look at that. I've got to replace it now, too, because it didn't do the... There we go. I know it might not make a whole lot of sense to do this, because now the whole point of having it be what it is, which is... a slab bridge is ruined because things can now spawn up here. But leave me alone. It looks good. I think it looks good. I think the bridge is fine. Again, a very traditional looking Minecraft bridge. A very bland looking Minecraft bridge. That is a bridge that I'm going to be replacing. That looks awful. What do you think, my guy? I think you're getting a little too bold coming out of the water like that in your gold armor, man. I think you're feeling a little bit too good about yourself. That is such a basic, ugly bridge. That's going to have to go. I think we replace that with the stone one in the future. That's going to be one of our future projects for Spawn. One of our earliest community projects. Rebuild the gosh darn bridge. It looks terrible. Alright, time to head home. We got to get more lanterns. And pretty sure that's going to be it. Rather than empty my chest, I'm actually going to try to get as much of this stuff out of here. I'm going to start carting it back to my house with me. I don't want to leave this here kind of littering the world, so we need to hold on to that. The rest of this can all go in here. Ooh, God rays. They look good. Good gosh rays, am I right? Just got to sort everything out down here, which is going to take a while. Do I have any more of these? Oh boy, okay, sorting all of this out is going to be a pain, because not only is it this inventory, it's all of this stuff too. I'm doing it as quick as I can. I had an idea. You know how we have that chest that is just full of basically junk? Well, I was thinking we could put down some armor stands and put leather armor on them, and then maybe folks can like have that armor for free. Okay, I'm gonna build a couple of armor stands. And we're going to take a bunch of this, like, leftover armor that we've got. We've got, like, just a ton, like, not leftover, but, like, dropped from different monsters and things, right? Like, is there enough here? You know what? There's not enough to make, like, a complete set. Never mind. I was trying to figure out what would be the most sort of economically viable way to get lanterns. I think they're 1 emerald each from the guy on the beach. But... one iron will get you 1 lantern, but you also have to build, like, a... What is that? That's the sound of a skeleton. Where would a skeleton... Y'all heard that too, right? A skeleton can't be here. Wait a minute, what? Not on my island. Did anyone else hear that? I've secured my island. I've made sure it's secure. Where was the skeleton sound coming from? I've completely lost the thread of what I was saying. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Where did you come from? Wait a minute, where did you come from? Unless they wandered in from outside. Which, yeah, I suppose they could have. We did have a skeleton come up from out there before. I don't know, that just seems incredibly unlikely. But I guess it happened. Right, yeah, we gotta make a torch and then surround it with essentially almost an entire iron ingot. Or we can use emeralds to go buy them. And we have a lot of emeralds, and we're only gonna have more as time passes. Although, I was gonna say, we haven't emptied this out yet, and we have a lot of iron, so I say we just do that. Of course, I left all of the... Oh, heavens. Oh, jeez. I was gonna say, I think I left all of the torches back over there, so back over there we go now. Ugh. Every time I land, I feel like it's a little bit of a risk. Interesting. I got a stack of iron nuggets left. I guess because each one gives you 9 and you only need 8. Yeah, that checks out. Okay, I sort of wanted it to open up the further away from the spawn you got. So you start off here in this little sort of a nook, this little cubby, where you spawn, surrounded by all the cherry trees, and I might make it even more dense. I might plant more trees and have it be even more dense, but then the idea is that you come around this corner, and as you go, it opens up, and you just have fields full of flowers until you get to the bridge. Which means that it's time to start spreading some of these flowers out, because they're all bunched up on top of each other, and then also we don't have nearly enough pink petals. I think in my mind I was like, oh yeah, we'll get a few, and then we can create more using bone meal, which, yes, we can, but, I mean, I could have also just collected more. Time to take all this down. Pack it away as best we can. Wow. That's all of them. That's what we got. Fortunately, this side, for some reason, has a ton of daisies and an absolute mess of peonies. So we're going to start taking some of these. We're going to redistribute a little bit. We got white tulips. We got pink tulips. We got red tulips. We got peonies, lilac, lily of the valley, oxeye daisy. I did not know there were this many flowers in Minecraft. To be fair, I knew a lot of these were in mod packs, going back quite a ways, but I just assumed they were all added by mods. I didn't know these were all just in the game. Okay, so this works on the lilac. We already know that it works in the peonies. Does not work with Lily of the Valley. I did not mean to do that. That was an accident, but it doesn't work with Oxeye Daisy. I'm trying to grow grass now, but I'm also trying to, like, break any of the orange tulips that show up, because I'm not about that. They don't look good. I mean, they look fine. They just don't blend in with the sort of aesthetic we're going for right now. All right. Here's spawn. Like I said, in the future, might come back and add more cherry trees. And for sure, we're going to rebuild the bridge. But for now, I think we've done a pretty decent job. It's a little bare around in here, which, like I said, I wanted it to open up and have fields full of flowers. And I'm going to plant some different flowers over here. You know, I'm going to try to mix up kind of what kind of flowers we got around here. Definitely think we need to grow some grass because it's just a little too distractingly manicured right now. Oh, God! How long have you been following me? That was scary, my guy. Just creeping around. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense. I think that the fact that certain flowers spawn more frequently on certain parts of the island. Like, I hate how it's just, like, all mono, if you know what I mean. Like, there's just only daisies over here. Or there's only certain other plants over here. I'm trying to mix that up a little bit. Trying to shuffle them around. Well, I think that's on my bone mill. Oh, no, it's not. I think that makes quite the difference. Just having grass around here drastically improves the sort of aesthetic we're going for. It makes it look more real. You know what I mean? It doesn't look so perfectly manicured anymore. It looks like an actual real location. And obviously it's not finished, but... Alright, well, I actually have to go now, because I've got to go drop off the PC, and we're all getting together to kind of get everyone set up with the little light mod pack, and signed into the server, kind of give everyone a quick tour. So, I've got to go actually do that now. But we will continue in the next episode, we'll be back working on the creeper egg or some aspect of the creeper egg. If you're wondering how the creeper egg is going to work on a server, you might be concerned about that. I would say don't you worry, because I don't think my friends are going to be playing nearly as often as I'm going to be playing, which means there will be plenty of times where I'm logged in, and the concern would be that while other people are logged in, the amount of mobs that can spawn across the... There's a global spawn limit, right? But the thing is, when it's just me, creatures will only be spawning around me. So we should be fine. Yes, obviously, the creeper egg will be less efficient when other players are online, because there's the opportunity for mobs to spawn around them instead of around me. But it's not going to be that big of a problem, I don't think. I do like the way the house and the egg look from a distance, though. That's great. In any case, thank you folks for watching. Thank you for your continued support. Shout out to all of our channel members, Patreon supporters. God bless each and every one of you, and I will see you later. Goodbye.